Okay, Signature Bank, here's what we know so far. After the FDIC took one of New York's most popular real estate lenders into receivership Sunday, there were a lot of fears about what that would look like for landlords and developers going forward. So far, thankfully, it's been less full-on crisis and more of a migraine. One of the most pressing questions Signature clients are facing at the moment is exactly when deposits over 250,000 will be available. Now, federal regulators did say on Sunday they would protect all deposits, even those above that threshold, but it's unclear when funds above that limit will be available to move to another bank or to pay bills. Some real estate players did preempt these problems. After Silicon Valley Bank collapsed, Gaia Real Estate's Danny Fishman pulled 18 hours days, telling the Real Deal that he moved hundreds of his building's deposits with the goal of having no more than 250K in any account. He also rerouted his money into bigger blue chip institutions. Even if other banks are safe and stable, which I think a lot of the small banks are, it doesn't matter, Fishman said. As soon as rumors start, there's a run on the bank, and no bank can survive a run. Northwind's Ran Eliasaf took a similar approach. Once he saw the writing on the wall from SVB, he told his team to get cracking, according to Bloomberg, pulling tens of millions of dollars out of Signature and into JP Morgan, B of A, and other banks. One thing I don't think real estate players have really thought about yet is that Signature was their bank. They had deep relationships within the boardroom there, and those guys, those execs were really blue-collar guys with big pocketbooks, just kind of like themselves. It might be trickier to have the head of multifamily lending at JP Morgan on speed dial the way they did with Signature execs, but maybe that's for another time. For those that stayed with Signature, the issues that have propped up beyond access to funds are the drawdown of existing loans. The bank didn't make a lot of construction loans, but many multifamily loan deals do include funding for TIs or tenant improvements and leasing commissions. It's so far unclear how such requests are being dealt with at Signature. Another issue is letters of credit, which the bank would gift at commercial tenants. Landlords are now telling those tenants that the letters are not worth the paper they're printed on, and so they need to be replaced. That's the short-term stuff. The long-term stuff is a lot more concerning and leaves a lot more questions than answers. Will this have a chilling effect on the lending market and real estate in general, even though real estate wasn't the reason that Signature Bank went down? Will the perception that the big banks are where it's at bring down other regional banks or at least slow down lending there? Will lenders, even if they spot a real estate deal that pencils out nicely, now be more cautious about taking it to their credit committee lest it be perceived as them being risky? A lot of this is going to pass like a kidney stone, said real estate attorney Ken Fisher. Painful and bloody. Have you, as a real estate professional, felt any of these ripple effects from Signature so far? What else is top of mind for you? Share your experiences in the comments below, and be sure to follow The Real Deal for more breakdowns.